Peace. You ever wonder about entertainment, social constructs, and how we abide by them and adhere to them religiously, for the most part, without any thought? Think about it. At our most primal level, you hear to eat, survive, breathe, procreate, to live. Take it back to a primal way of living. And then as a society, we evolve into what we are today. However, the bare necessities are to eat, procreate, live, survive. That's the foundation. All the other constructs are man-made. So we are in a modern society. We in a civilized society. So you have laws, currency, trade, facilities, medical facilities, so on and so forth. Because we're modernized, industrialized. You have canned goods, you have processed foods, all the above. That's the industrialization of modernization of being civilized nowadays, today. However, the primal necessities are still prevalent. I would argue we hold no value to those primal necessities, that primal way of living, up until it becomes an issue. What do I mean by an issue? You are not concerned about breathing until your lungs aren't working properly, or your nasal cavity isn't working properly, or you smoking and it messes your capacity to breathe in air. So now one of your primal needs are affected, and now it becomes important. Much more important than any social constructs. Much more important than money, much more important than a car, the superficial, right? It always comes back to the bare necessities. Currently, I'm an advocate of bridging the gap between primal necessities and modernization. It absolutely benefits in modern society, and its benefits in ancient society, antiquity, primal. Because in my personal opinion, that is where you lock in your health. That is where you lock in your family structure, your values. because you don't need social constructs to lock in necessities. We learn a lot from kids, right? Kids are primal. They eat, shit, sleep, play, live life with no concerns of the social constructs. We indoctrinate the kids with the social constructs, and then they become us. I vividly remember when I was young, I had no social constructs. The social constructs that I learned was from my parents. This isn't debatable. It's all factual. And the mature know that it's factual. However, we let the social constructs hinder us, send us into these states of depression, anxiety. You essentially become a slave to the social construct. The social construct becomes your master. So people that's religious, I often tell them, do you believe 1,000% unwavering in your religious convictions? And of course they say, absolutely. Yet and still, they are binded by the constructs. What are the constructs? Bills, rent, car notes, food, taxes, money, currency. So you say, hey, Infinite, don't be stupid, homie. We have to worry about all of that in order to live. That doesn't negate the fact of I believe in my Lord and Savior or whatever you believe in. I would agree with that to a degree, with the caveat. How can you let a facade put you in a tailspin of utter depression, anxiety? That question is rhetorical because I've been in that space before, and it's because once you start believing the facade, then the facade becomes real. The fake becomes real. Then you get caught up in the rat race. Now you're forever on the hamster wheel and just running in that wheel. So you stress yourself out, you eat bad foods, you have bad habits, and the stress alone enhances all of the negative foods you eat and your health to start to decline, all for the social constructs. Then you negate the primal aspects of life, to live, right? You negate the very thing that's more important than any social construct. You have a heart attack, you return. Social construct didn't mean anything. Even though you can debate, everybody is going in the same direction. So does anything mean anything? It's another video. But I'm sure you get the gist of what I'm saying. So it's important to find the balance. I'm definitely not advocating to say what the hell with your bills and to live like a bum and to be a vagabond. I'm not advocating that by no stretch of the imagination. Absolutely not. I'm definitely an advocate of living a good life, having money, having currency, experiencing the finer things, experiencing and living within the social constructs. I'm an advocate of that as well. As I said earlier in this video, I was saying that you have to bridge the gap between the two. You bridge the gap between the primal and the modern. You bridge the gap. I'm saying essentially this video is you can't have one without the other. Find a balance. Don't give 90% to the social constructs and 10% to the primal. And then your ass is terminally ill over 30, 40, 50 years of being in a rat race, and your whole health declines. And now you worried 100% on the primal, and the social constructs mean nothing as you in your latter years. Or even if you in your 40s or 50s, it can happen. We see it all the time. So that's what this video is. Bridge the gap between the two. Understand the primal is priority. It is absolutely rudimentary. Your health. That's what the video is in a nutshell. You made it this far, that's the answer. Prioritize your health. Your health is more than your body. It's also your mind. If you let the social constructs beat you down and you always stress, having anxiety, depression, it will in turn affect your overall health, and you would just start to decline as a unit, as a person, as a physical body. All for the social constructs that will continue being the social constructs whether you breathing or not. Make provisions, make good decisions. Hopefully you understand what I'm putting down. Peace.